Hello, adventurers. Welcome back to Footprints Across Lands, the channel where we take you on thrilling journeys to the most breathtaking and extreme places on Earth. Today, we're venturing into the ultimate mountaineering challenge, the conquest of Mount Everest. Standing at a staggering 8,848.86 meters, 29,031 feet, Everest is the highest mountain on Earth, a symbol of human endurance, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. For decades, climbers from around the world have risked their lives for a chance to stand on the roof of the world. Some have succeeded, leaving their footprints on its icy summit. Others have perished, their dreams frozen in time. But what does it take to conquer Everest? How do climbers prepare, survive, and push through one of the deadliest and most unforgiving environments on the planet? And why do so many people dedicate their lives to this seemingly impossible feat? Join us as we dive into the history, challenges, triumphs, and secrets of climbing Mount Everest, the Call of Everest. Why do people risk everything to climb it? For many climbers, Everest is more than just a mountain. It is a life-defining goal, an obsession, and a test of human limits. It is the tallest peak on Earth, making it the ultimate prize in mountaineering. It represents courage, perseverance, and the spirit of exploration. It offers unparalleled views from the highest point on the planet. It is part of the legendary Seven Summits Challenge, the goal of climbing the highest peak on each continent. But Everest is also one of the most dangerous places on Earth, with freezing temperatures, hurricane-force winds, and deadly avalanches. So, what does it take to survive and succeed? The history of Everest, legends, first ascents, and famous climbers, the mountain's ancient mystique. For centuries, Everest was a hidden giant, sacred to the Sherpa people and the Tibetan monks who called it Chomolungma, meaning goddess, mother of the world. To the Nepalese, it was Sagarmatha, the forehead in the sky. The mountain remained unclimbed and mysterious until the early 20th century, when British explorers set their sights on its peak. The first expeditions, early attempts, and failures. In the 1920s and 1930s, multiple attempts were made to summit Everest, but all failed due to lack of oxygen, brutal weather, and lack of modern climbing gear. One of the most famous stories of Everest is the disappearance of George Mallory and Andrew Irvine in 1924. Mallory, when asked why he wanted to climb Everest, famously responded, "Because it's there." To this day, no one knows if Mallory and Irvine reached the summit before vanishing into the ice. Their bodies were never found until Mallory's remains were discovered in 1999. The first successful summit, 1953, it wasn't until May 29, 1953, that two men finally stood on top of the world. Sir Edmund Hillary, New Zealand, and Tenzing Norgay, Nepal, reached the summit, becoming the first confirmed climbers to conquer Everest. Their success became a historic moment, inspiring generations of climbers to follow in their footsteps. The climb, the harsh reality of summiting Everest, the route to the top. There are two main routes to Everest's summit. The south route, Nepal, the most popular and traditional route, starting from Lukla and passing through base camp, the Khumbu Icefall, the South Col, and the Hillary Step before reaching the top. The north route, Tibet, China, a technically challenging but less crowded route that starts from the Rongbuk Glacier. The stages of climbing Everest: 1. Trekking to base camp, 5,364 meters, 17,598 feet. The journey begins with a dangerous flight to Lukla, one of the world's most perilous airports. Climbers trek for about 10 to 14 days through the Khumbu Valley, passing villages, glaciers, and prayer flag-covered trails. Acclimatization is crucial. Climbers must gradually adjust to the thin air to avoid altitude sickness. 2. The Khumbu Icefall, the most dangerous part of the climb. The Khumbu Icefall is a moving glacier full of huge crevasses and towering ice seracs that can collapse at any moment. Climbers must navigate wobbly ladders and unstable snow bridges, knowing that one wrong step could be fatal. 3. Camp 1 to Camp 4. The climb gets tougher. Camp 1, 6,065 meters, 19,900 feet. The first major checkpoint just past the ice. Camp 2, 6,400 meters, 21,000 feet. A safer flat area beneath the towering Lot's face. Camp 3, 7,200 meters, 23,600 feet. Climbers begin using supplemental oxygen at this point. Camp for 7,920 meters, 26,000 feet. The death zone begins. The final camp before the summit push for the death zone. The final ascent to the summit, above 8,000 meters, 26,247 feet. The air is too thin to support human life for long. The Hillary Step, once a dangerous rock climb near the summit, has partially collapsed due to climate change. At this stage, every breath is a struggle, and exhaustion can be deadly. The final push takes climbers through near-freezing winds and -40 degrees Celsius temperatures. 5. The summit, standing on top of the world. Reaching the summit is a moment of pure triumph, the highest point on Earth, with views stretching beyond the horizon. But the real challenge is getting down safely. Many climbers perish on the descent due to exhaustion, altitude sickness, and sudden storms. The dangers of Everest, why some never return. Everest is as deadly as it is magnificent. The risks include extreme cold, frostbite, and hypothermia claim many lives. Avalanches and ice falls. Sudden collapses can bury climbers alive. Altitude sickness, lack of oxygen leads to confusion, unconsciousness, and death. Traffic jams on the summit. Overcrowding has led to dangerous delays in the death zone. The Everest experience, is it worth it? For those who reach the top, Everest is a dream realized, a test of human strength and a story of survival. But with the dangers increasing each year, some ask, is it worth the risk? Climbing Everest is not just about reaching the summit. It's about pushing human limits, respecting the power of nature, and experiencing a journey that few can even dream of. Would you take on the challenge? Everest remains the ultimate goal for climbers around the world. It's a place of triumph and tragedy, beauty and danger. Would you ever attempt to climb Mount Everest? What part of the journey fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Footprints Across Lands for more epic adventure content. Until next time, keep exploring, stay strong, and never stop chasing your dreams.